great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that was huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, man. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. As the rest of the crew pile on up in here. Great action-packed show tonight, man. Looking forward to our special guest. Of course, you know, we got Coach Tomekia Reed, the legendary, the GOAT. We got her coming in, joining us tonight. Let's see who we got in the chat so far. There go TD. What's up, bro? Legendary.
What's good?
Yeah, I'm getting the background.
Oh man, my bad, man. That'd be my pre-entrance. My bad. What's going on?
Good, man. What's going on, man? But yeah, man, who we got in this thing, man? Y'all go ahead. Make sure as you come in, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Hey, here's it, Zoe. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What up, TD? What's up, I Love family?
What's up, Zoe?
Hey, what's up, Randy? How you doing, man? I ain't heard from Randy in a while, man. Randy from the Poconos, up there in the top of the country. Hey, Randy, I was just up your way, man. It's cold up there, man. Cold, rainy, and ugly. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving. But anywho, man, I'll let y'all come on in and say, how about them Lakers? I ain't worried about no Lakers. I'll watch the highlights when the game go off, man. That's right, divine inspiration. We got the GOAT coming on tonight, man. We got a special guest. Of course, we know what everybody here for, man. We got Coach Tomekia Reed joining us today. She'll join us at the 15-minute mark. We appreciate her for taking some time out of her busy schedule, man. She already hit the ground rolling. She already out there, what we call recruiting. She out there recruiting, trying to get some more Tigers, man, in the den. So we'll have her on, man. Actually, you know, you guys drop those questions in the chat. Whatever we can ask, we will. We hope to have a great show with her, and we just appreciate her time for taking some time out on a Wednesday to come and spend some time with us. But anywho, y'all go ahead and greet the family, and then we'll get this thing popped off in just a little bit.
You go ahead, TD.
Oh. Hey, man.
Don't be tired now, dog. Come on, man.
I know, man. Good evening, Tiger Nation. Hope everyone is doing good. You know, I've been moving around, shaking, man, like I always do. Little gym action, with the Bible study, man, shower. So I'm good, man. I'm pretty energized, ready to go.
That's always good, man. Is her hand heavy from all those rings? That's a good question. That's a real good question. We're going to ask her that. She said it's where the rings reside. But go ahead, Zoe. I ain't mean to steal your thunder, TD. My bad, man.
Nah, you're good.
Man, just Ray. I mean, it's just she's the proverbial GOAT. Like I mentioned on the previous show, you know, you think of the lexicon of all-time greats in HBCU women's basketball, there's only one at the top, and that is one C. Vivian Stringer, who happened to win a national championship at Cheney State University in Pennsylvania back some years ago, who ended up leaving there and moving on to Rutgers, and Iowa, and then to Rutgers, where she had a dominant program. And that's pretty much been it. You know, we've had in the SWAC, you know, we've had, you know, Shirley Walker, I'm sorry, who had some great success at Alcorn. We've had, you know, some nice dynasties, you know, you would say within the SWAC, but what Coach Reed has done, we're talking about in the first 5 years of her being there. This is not something that she's done with the way she's won over, you know, 10, 15 to 20 years. She's done this in 5. And again, her first 5 year, actually her win rate is actually matching Vivian Stringer. So that tells you she's paced for an all-time great, you know what I'm saying, success rate, you know what I'm saying, at Jackson State University. She's changed the trajectory of this program and HBCUs. And believe it or not, Ken, she's actually changing the mindset. She's actually changing the landscape of HBCUs nationally.
Hey, that's powerful, man. Hey, I gotta say this because TD got W.C. Gordon still in the background. That's pretty dope, man. Hey, how clutch is that to have W.C. Gordon head inside the stadium in your background? I know that's pretty cool. It caught my eye as I was talking. But no, you're right. What up, Nook? What's up, big dog? Look out there, driving them trains, man. He been big. So what he doing? Mark be putting that work in, man, because he, we got to make sure that he he's available and ready when the season gets started. But in the off season, we hold it down, man. We hold it down. One of the best coaches in the country is in Jackson, Mississippi. That's absolutely correct. We're gonna talk all about it, man. Murrah High School's finest under the great legendary coach Anna Jackson. We gotta definitely talk about that, man. We'll get into a lot of it. Man, what's up? What's up, BA? The big Aristotle's in the building. What's up, bro? It's been a minute, man. But yeah, man, AJ, how can we help? How can we help? Hey, I got somebody. I ain't gonna try to answer for her, but like I said, she'll be on in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll get up here, give her a blank. Ain't gonna get into that.
Okay, just to give people a context, Vivian Stringer was at Cheney State from 1971 through 1983. She compiled a record of 251 wins and 51 losses, which is an 83% winning percentage. And in her first 5 seasons, she went 18-5, 18-5, 18-5, 18-4, and 18-4. When you juxtapose that with Coach Tomekia Reed in her first 6 seasons, she is 125-52. And she has gone 19-10. She went 18-14 her first year, 19-10, 18-5, 23-6, 21-10, 26-7. She's on a current 3-year win streak of over 21 wins in the previous 3 seasons. I mean,
that's outstanding, man. What's up, Coach Lewis? What's up, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
Appreciate y'all for
What's up, KC-1400?
What's up, Galen? Appreciate the channel membership, brother. Welcome to the family. Hey, while y'all out there, man, like, share, subscribe, join the channel, become a channel member, man. It don't matter what level you on, but if you do become a platinum member, we're gonna add you to the platinum chat, and we're gonna add the matriarch to the channel. She had to be here. You know what I'm saying? She played women's basketball at Jackson State. Miss Rochelle, how you doing, sis?
Hey, everybody.
What's
I'm
up,
doing
bro?
good. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun. Tonight is a good night. I already got 420 in the room. Y'all make sure y'all hitting the like button as you come in. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and share the stream. Let them know we out here. Whether you're watching on Twitter, whether you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. Try to keep these special guests coming on, and we're ecstatic to have Coach Tomekia Reed joining us here in the next couple of minutes. I was just looking at something too, man. Do y'all notice she's literally in the last, in her SWAC record is 83-4, bro. That's his regular season now. I ain't even counting the tournament. I just wanted to put that out there, over the last 5 seasons. I'm sitting there looking at this like, holy smokes, because last time that we had captured it, I think we were 14-0 and we still had like 4 games left. And we finished 18-0. And of course, we went on to win the SWAC, but I won't even add those games in there. But we'll just say regular season, last 5 years, 83-4, man, which is just absolutely outstanding. That's
I tell you what, she went to the conference tournament championship her first season, and she lost. And ever since that loss, she's won the championship every year.
No, not last year. Lost to Southern.
I'm gonna say it again. We were regular season championship.
Oh, regular season, yeah, regular season. Sure.
That's what I said.
I thought you were talking about the tournament. My bad.
No, I said her first year she went to the conference tournament championship and lost, but ever since that season she's won a championship.
That's true. That is true.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I don't care. Listen, I don't care if you playing select Pee Wee basketball, you coaching AAU, you coaching fifth graders, ninth graders, high schoolers. We're talking about college, man. We're talking about, think about this, y'all. I mean, to be able to recruit on a collegiate level means you got to sell your program, not just to the young ladies that's coming in, but you have to sell it to the parents as well, the family as well, and to consistently get a team to come in and build a roster. And then you go on to only lose 4 games in a regular season. And we're not even counting all the rest of the accolades. We'll get into that, but it's just pretty impeccable. And like I said, we're gonna love on Coach a lot tonight, man. And we got a lot of questions for her.
And don't forget, we're undefeated at home. What the past what 2.5 years?
I mean, in the SWAC, we are. You know what I'm saying? Like the only other loss, the one loss we did have was at home, was against Mississippi State. Shout out to Vic Schaefer. And that just spoke to the relationship she had with him before he went over to UT.
But in conference, though. In conference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And without further ado,
before you get on,
yeah, go ahead.
That would be so kind, because that's one reason I was late. I went to YouTube and I shared and copied the link. I know all y'all got Facebook pages. Go on your Facebook page and say, join us live right now. And you can do the same on Twitter, but especially for the majority of us old people, we got a Facebook account. So please go out of the chat and just hit the share and copy it, and just have people to join us live to hear Coach read. Okay, I just wanted to say that.
Hey, no, without further ado, we'll go ahead and add Coach. And there she is. Coach, how you doing? What's going on?
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, look at her rocking the red SWAC champion hat. She had to come on and show off a little bit. What's going on? How you doing, Coach? Appreciate you joining.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Good evening, Coach. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
What's going on, Coach?
Hey.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
Hi, Star. I used to play for Jackson State in the 80s under Sadie McGee.
All right.
And Coach Turner, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome.
Before we even get started with that, I'm gonna actually kick it off like this. Since I had a conversation with someone, one of your Sorors today, I ain't gonna say her name, and we were talking about that proposal to potentially name the floor after you, and she was like, "Well, you know, what about Sadie?" I said, we love the great Sadie McGee, but we can debunk that by just looking at the record. Now that ain't now all y'all the OGs and don't come for me, because I'm just, we love Sadie. Don't do that. We're not gonna do that. But anyway, Coach, appreciate you for joining us. Thank you, man. It's been a roller coaster. It's been one heck of a season. I mean, it feels like just yesterday you showed up at 1400 JR Lynch, and since then you've done nothing more but build just an outstanding resume. And we'll let you start it off. Just kind of speak to us about kind of where you are with things. We know it was fun to get to UConn, first time in the stores. I mean, you had me flying all over the country to come try to see you guys, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, you know, this year, I'm telling you, we've had a lot of great years at Jackson State. I mean, a lot of success, a lot of firsts, a lot of, record-setting things happening in our program. But I will say this was a very, very fun year. We had to weed out some bad people that was in the program early on. We lost Daphne White. We had to figure out how to keep the program moving forward without a dominant presence on the inside from multiple bigs. And so it's just, again, like you said, been a roller coaster, but it's been so fun. Once we figured everything out, once we got all the players gelled together, believing in each other, really trusting their roles and trusting my leadership and my coach's leadership, we just went to new heights. And having the best record in school history at 26-7, we've just done some really good things. And, playing Gino at UConn was awesome. I was in the gym and my coach came in the gym. He had his phone. He was recording everything, the banners. And my players saw him. And I said, hey, Are we fans or are we coming to kick their butts, you know? And so he was like, coach, you got me. And so, you know, the girls, I set the tone right there. Like, hey, this is all good. This is fun. This is awesome. But we're coming to play basketball. Wish we could have gotten a little bit more respect in terms of our record and maybe had a 12 seed. And have a chance to win a game. You know, I thought we matched up well with UConn, but I mean, that's UConn. Sold out gym. They only gave us the 100 tickets, you know? Yeah. And so it was just really tough in that atmosphere. But overall, this was a great year. I told our players after we lost to UConn, that did not identify who we are as a team. We're still champions. We are still, you know, doing big things. And I'm still very proud of my program. So it's been a great year. And it went by so very fast.
Absolutely. TD, I'll let you kick it off. TD is always one with all the best questions and stuff. So we're going to let him start it off. I got a few, but we're going to see how we're going to just let it flow. TD, what you got first, brother?
Again, good evening, Coach Reed. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Taking time out your busy schedule, because we know that, you know, being a collegiate coach, that it never stops. You know, we all know that you hailed here from Jackson, and you played at Merrill, you know, under Coach Andy Jackson. And with her record and the run that you guys went on during that time, how did she influence? Was she the one that influenced you to become a coach, or was there always in your repertoire to become a coach? What made you have that hunger for becoming a coach, or it just happened?
Well, Coach Jackson instilled a lot in me. I won't say being a coach was one, because I wanted to be an anesthesiologist out of high school. I wanted to be a doctor. I knew I wanted to be in some type of profession where I could help people. And so an anesthesiologist was what I initially wanted to be out of high school. But Coach Jackson, she instilled the champion in me, the winning spirit in me. You know, just the culture, the foundation, the discipline, you know, tuck your shirts in, tuck your shoestrings in, tuck your strings in your shorts in, you know, dress up for home games, dress up for away games. You know, we didn't go to away games in windsuits. We dressed up, you know, and she just instilled a lot of that in me. I lost my mom when I was a senior in high school. So Coach Jackson, you know, she taught me the essence of being a woman. You know, she taught me the essence of being feminine. And so she was my second mom. My mom passed. And so she taught me all of those things. And, you know, I didn't think to become a coach until I was a senior in college. And somebody approached me and just asked me to apply for a job. And I said, what the heck? I'll just apply for it, and jumped into it and haven't looked back. I've loved it ever since. But certainly out of high school, I wanted to be an anesthesiologist. And then I went to want to be an athletic trainer. But after I realized athletic trainers put in a lot of hours and don't make enough money, I was like, no, that's not for me. So coaching it was. And I, you know, I tell people all the time, I initially got into this profession and it wasn't really about the money initially. It was, you know, it's still not about the money. It's about changing lives. It's about a purpose. You know, I've always wanted a position in the church. I wanted to be something in the church. And I always told God I wanted to give back in some type of form of fashion. And this is where he told me my purpose was as a coach. And so that's how I became a coach. But Coach Jackson, she laid the foundation for me to be able to be a successful coach.
Okay, one more question on the heels of that. I'm not sure we all know Coach Jackson record, but you know, we're looking at 9 Class 5A championships, you know, record 692 wins with only 167 losses, win percentage at 80%. With the things that she did then in 5A was the highest class at that particular time. So you went against the best. And I know a few years, you know, you guys went undefeated. How does that compare to what you are doing right now? Have you ever thought about the comparison of the outstanding career that she had at Merrill to what you're doing right now?
Well, I always think about the outstanding career that she had, but I just never recollected on the records. You are right. We had a couple of seasons where we went undefeated. Just sitting here thinking about it, and we did compete against the top teams in the conference in the country.
Right.
We were top 10, and we may have been 12. And I can remember going to a tournament in Santa Barbara, California, a Nike tournament where we played all the top teams. Christ King from New York. We played a lot of big teams, and so looking back on that, she most certainly has shaped who I am today and what I am accomplishing today. Coach Jackson always called me before the big games. She calls me getting ready for the tournament. Hey, coach, make sure you're putting in the offense that nobody has seen. So when you come into the tournament time, you can use it. Hey, coach, make sure you're working on your defense. So she's always giving me those pointers. When we got ready to play UConn, she called me and she said, Coach, they put their pants on the same way you put your pants on, and make sure your girls are ready to go. And she always tell me how proud she is of me. And so she means the world to me. And before we end all of our phone calls, I tell her I love her. She's just like my second mom. When my mom passed, she was right there for me. So she has impacted me a lot.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Zoe, you're on mute.
All right. To piggyback on TD, before you actually came on, I was letting everybody know that at the start of your career, there's only one coach that actually rivals what you've done thus far, and that in the HBCU landscape, and that's C. Vivian Stringer, being that she's the only coach to win a national championship. And I actually pulled up her record, and her best season, even though they play a few less games than what you guys currently do now, pales in comparison to what you've done the first 3 years. And so your record actually matches up with hers, and the only HBCU coach on the women's landscape to do so. So what I was actually going to segue to is knowing that you're matching her, knowing that she's a pillar in the basketball community as she is and has the stature that she has. I want to segue from that, because that builds your success to today, right? You actually tweeted, you're doing your job, you're out recruiting, right? We look for players through their portal where the rings reside. Now, being that we've had the success that we've had your first 6 seasons, and you have gotten success through the portal with Power 5 players, what I want to know and what I want to ask you is, being that we've had success, and I feel like we're segueing to becoming a mid-major power. Do you foresee yourself, even in this next cycle, even going down, even if it's not this upcoming season or the following year, do you see yourself getting more ballyhoo recruits to actually have more success in our non-conference slate, and then actually going on a tangible run to actually, I always tell everybody, you say you want to knock down walls. Well, even before the UConn game, I told them we're going to knock down walls. We're tearing sheetrock up today. And we fell short. But do you see us actually elevating our recruiting, not just getting players through the portal, but even on a high school level, being that we're having success because we're itching, we're getting, our profile is raising, and you actually see it. Not just the profile, but even your profile. Do you actually see that translating to getting more success with more higher ranked recruits and better, and not necessarily just saying they have to be highly ranked, but just even more high level or high skill recruits that we can garner to give us more success, to garner more wins, non-conference wise, and to push forward in the NCAA tournament?
I just saw Witt's comment, twin, where have you been? Listen, we are looking for the recruits. I need some twins. I need some of my personalities. I need some dogs. I need some tough players. Absolutely, recruiting will elevate, as it does every year. This year, I have to be honest with you. This year, I was disappointed. I wanted a better preseason, but we had players that didn't get eligible that I thought was going to get eligible, that the NCAA came at the end and gave eligibility in December to Avid. Had we had her earlier, it would have been a whole different, ball game. And so, the Central Florida, I felt like we should have beat Central Florida. I felt like we should have, been more competitive against Kansas State. I felt like we should have beat Mississippi State. I felt like we should have competed a whole lot better against Texas. And so I really thought we had the team this year coming into the season where we were going to make some big things happen and get an 11 or 12 seed. I really thought so. And then once Daphne White got hurt, we had to figure that thing out all over again. So I will say this, Coach Stringer is amazing. And to know the statistics that you just gave, I really appreciate that. I had no idea. And that just, light me even more and light a fire under me even more to know it can be done at this level. It can be done during this time, but I will tell you this. The NCAA has come up with a new rule that says if you sign a high school basketball player, you have to keep that player for the entire 4 years. So if that player does not pan out and does not fit your system, you cannot get rid of that player unless that player leaves on their own. So we have to be very careful and very strategic in bringing in high school athletes. Okay. That rule does not serve for bringing in junior college players or transfer portal players. Mm-hmm. You have a little bit more leeway with those as well. Mm-hmm. So for me, if I bring a high school player in, it have to be a high school player who can make an impact. We had one this year. She was doing extremely well, and she tore her meniscus in our summer workout. So we ended up redshirting her. 6'2" Caitlin Brinkley. But I'm excited about her coming into next year. She's a dog. She's gotten better. We're really excited about her. But high school players have to be really, really good to come in and play. So again, we're looking at some high school players. I have a 6'6" high school player on my radar. She's somebody that I would take a chance with and sign. And so we are going to look at her and bring her in, and then we are going to hit the transfer portal, get Power 5 players in here. And I really believe the only way you're going to beat those teams is you got to bring those players to the program, because we have to know that we can compete. I can remember my first year, it was like, hey, y'all, we are just like them. I had to convince them that we can play with them. And so I told my staff, y'all, we got to recruit players like those players that's going to come in and not care. So you will see a really tough athletic team come in to our program for next year. Some athletes, some Power 5 athletes. Yes, we will fill the roster back up. We got to fill it back up with more dogs, more tough players.
Awesome. Right. Go ahead. Miss Rochelle up next. What you got, sis?
Hey, Coach Reed, I don't have a question. You just said something that changed my whole thing. And also, I asked Ken something about you today, and you used to coach at Utica Junior College. Yes. I'm Hines in Utica. That was where I played ball at.
What?
I went to Utica first under Coach Turner and then transferred to Jackson State. So I'm like, okay, yeah, for real. So I was asking about you. But what I want to share with you, as you said something so amazing when you said that you wanted to be a leader in church. And as I've watched you, for a long time, I just watched you on Twitter, but I said, she has a heart of God. And what you realize is that your calling is still church related. You just doing it outside the walls because those girls need that in their lives. And you are such an amazing, like you say, the mother you didn't have, you got it from that lady. And the mother that a lot of these girls don't have, they're getting it from you, because I know that's something that they need. And so they take on your attitude, because I think one of the young ladies was like, one game. I think she was like, one. I say, you got some dog players, but they have your heart so much. So I just want to encourage you to keep your ground. Romans 8:20 said, for we know that all things work together for the good. So even though you are not quote unquote a leader in church, you just got your ministry outside of the church, because you are reaching so many more people, women, in a different way, because we need you in the lives of our little girls. They need to see you. Like I was telling Ken, I said, they need to bring all the girls over from everywhere to see her, because you are a legend in your own right. And I love, the best thing when you said was, listen, we can do it too, because for so many times, and that's why we need you on this journey, is that we think so small of ourselves at HBCUs. And you was like, no, we're not doing that. We can do just what they can do, and you're letting it be known unapologetically that, yeah, we're HBCU, but we can ball with the best of them. So I'm just excited to see. I think, like, for instance, last year, how they lost that game, they came in this year with a different fire. I think next year is going to be even more doggish on you. So they're going to be rough and for real, because they got a taste of it, and now they know what they can do. So I'm excited to see next year's thing. So just blessings on you. Continue to be true to you. And as you put God forth, you know, I pray He blow your whole mind to take you to places where you've never been. So that's my prayer for you as you journey into being amazing as you are.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, I had I talked the other day at the press conference after the game and talked about putting HBCUs on the map. And I stand corrected. HBCUs are known, you know, the boom, the band. I mean, we've been known for years, you know, but I said that to say I wanted to put us on a different stage, a stage of respect, a stage of value when it comes to basketball, because we are looked over and we are overlooked and undervalued, like you said. And so I really appreciate that. That verse, for God, you know, the good for good, Romans 8:28, that's my favorite verse, you know. And so, you know,
did you realize how much me and you've been vibing?
Yes, that's my favorite verse. When you said that, I started smiling, and yeah, so I really appreciate that from you.
Coach, let me jump in here real quick. I got so much I want to say. Try not to get in trouble, but you know, it was a great experience going up to stores. You know, I appreciate the commentary from Kim Mulkey when you were there two years ago. 3 years ago? And then this year, the words from Gino. And what they've done is merely just see all the time. You know, what does commentary like that mean for you? And like, how do you quantify, I guess, what does success look like? You know what I mean? Because the reality of the situation is this. I call your situation a conundrum because it's kind of like, it's a very interesting thing because you're on a mission and you represent something that holds near and dear to all of our hearts, which is Jackson State. You're the face of that. You made me love basketball again. I'm gonna just be real with you. I hate the game now. I hate the direction it's gone. You know, we come from that toughness. I'm gonna say something too, TD. They don't know this, but you remember when Coach Anna Jackson used to have the JV team play against the girls, and I've actually had to check her at practice one day. So for y'all that don't know that, I actually had to guard Coach Tomekia Reed when he was in high school. Now we won by 20, so we wasn't letting them beat us, man. We would have never heard the end of that. But my point is, what I'm trying to say, Coach, is that we see you doing so great, but then we start hearing commentary that almost as if you deserve better, as if what you have is not great. But when you speak about a mission that's bigger than what they consider to be great. So it's like, how do you rectify that in the minds of an alum or a fan who really, and I'm a fan, I'm an alum, and I'm like, I don't want to see you go. But at the same time, here's what I don't want to say. I don't want to say you ain't earned the right to do and be whatever the opportunity comes, right? Because we're going to address the elephant in the room because I know a lot of people watching. They want to see how we do it, but I'm a little bit more savvy than that. My point is, I say this all the time. It comes down to what you want. And I'm not going to say on the channel what you plan to do or how that goes. I just kind of want you to speak to what that means to you versus your mission. And how do we, as alums and supporters of an HBCU, talk about how great we are and how it is okay for us to go all in on our stuff and try to keep our coaches. So try to keep these players in-house, try to do more. And I think it'll mean a little bit more if you try to expound on that, because when I do it, it sounds like we're saying no. You get what I'm trying to say. I think you kind of understand what I'm saying, Coach. Because I'm gonna be real with you. You earned it. Man, you earned it. You from where we from. You. I tell folks, yeah, no, you didn't go to Jack State, but you Jack State through and through. I don't have to get into your family structure. I know what you come from. I know what you come through. I know what Jackson means to you. And for people that aren't from Jackson, Mississippi, you are a pillar. I'm serious. I mean that. And I'm not trying to big you up, and you know how we get down, but I'm just saying we're so disrespected from that city, man, Jackson, Mississippi. And here you are putting us on the map on a major stage. That's why I felt like it was important that I get there and try to experience this with you guys. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it when I say, you're damn right we want you to stay in Jackson. Whatever we got to do. You get what I'm saying? And I got to go ahead and put that out there and let you kind of just big on that, because I don't really have a question. I just got a lot to say, and I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to get it out. I just know how I feel. I don't want to. I've been like this. You get what I'm doing. All right, you take it. I'm gonna go on mute.
That was a loaded question. that joker loaded now.
That's just commentary. That's just commentary.
Yeah, that was okay. So first of all, seeing you come into the hotel, I mean, I was already like, man, they put us way over here. No fans are gonna come. Blah, 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 blah. And seeing you come in the hotel, I was like, oh my God. And my staff was like, there our boy go. And I was like, oh man. And believe it or not, I saw you during the game. You were sitting right across in front of me. You know, I saw your energy. Like I saw you. And so I want to thank you. Thank you for traveling that far.
I was trying to cheer, and she was like, Timona was on me. Timona was like,
is my computer?
Because I had to. So no, we a little delayed. It might be my internet. I ain't mean to cut you off. Keep going, Cole. I said Timona was getting on me. I couldn't really cheer, so I had to watch the game like this, and we were talking like this. I'm like, oh, this is foul. But I meant the media tape. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Yeah. So no, I appreciate you for coming. I will say this, you guys. A lot of people got mad at Kim Mulkey for what she said. You know, it's like, you know, a lot of people got mad at Gino. And it's like, why keep me a secret? Why keep great things a secret? Why not allow people to give us that support? Because when people like that speak, a Gino, a Kim, everybody is going to listen. So the walls we're trying to knock down, they are helping us by sitting on the platform talking about the great things that we're doing. They are helping us knock down these walls, you know, and they can. Gino saying we were not a 14 seed team. Gino saying if this team had to play us on a neutral ground, a neutral site, this team, my current team, his injured team, he spoke about that. If they had to play us on a neutral site, it could have went any way. He talked about how we went 21-0 in our conference and we get a 14 seed, and you have SEC teams that have losing records in their conference and get an 8 seed. He talked about if you put us up against them, we'll beat them. So you have to have that coming from him in that perspective. And you cannot have him saying one part without saying the other. And the other part is how good of a coach I am, how great of a program we have. You have to have it on both ends in order for either end to be respected. So now you're talking about the more people you can get to talk about it, the more people that's going to push and support HBCUs. But we don't want that to happen because, oh, she's going to leave. Oh, she's going to do this. Oh, she's going to do that. Oh, y'all leave our coach alone. Well, I get that, but I'm we're going to go there tonight. If I pick up my phone and ask you to support my players at NIL or support my players, you know, with things that they need, and you don't answer my phone call, you can't tell me you want me to stay at Jackson State when you're not supporting me.
Let's go.
These teams winning these big games, those players are taken care of. You may not have it in you to take care of me, but take care of these players and putting that ball in the basket.
It's gonna be an amazing show.
That's what it boils down to, you know. And then you talk about what Coach Reed. Well, you know, come hang out with me. Come take me out to lunch. Come, let's go get our toes a pedicure. Come spend time. Come ask me like you guys do. Come ask me what I need to be successful. Come bring toiletries and items for my team like you guys do. We need more people like y'all. It's hard. And people look at us winning 5 championships back to back to back to back to back, and they take that for granted. It's hard to do this. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate the clicks online. I appreciate the follows, but that is not going to help us continue to be successful. We have to take care of these players with dollars. We have to take care of these players, take care of the program, take care of my staff. You know, I'll put myself on the back burner. Take care of them. That's what it boils down to. And then when people come, I can say, oh, I'm good. I got everything I need for my team. I got everything I need for me. I got everything I need for my staff. And that's what it boils down to. We shouldn't jump and say, oh, we gotta do to keep Coach Reed when somebody go to a national platform and talk about me. The work that I've done for this program, the work that my staff has done, the work that my players are doing should speak enough.
Sound good when you say it.
I'm full. TD, you gotta come on, TD. Come on, we'll let TD jump in here.
You better ease up on the lunch though. Invite you to lunch tomorrow. Ease up on that. Your DM's gonna go crazy.
It's all right. It's all right. Come on, TD. What you got?
Hey, Coach. I'm very intrigued by you. So I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of things to say, but you know, I'm gonna keep it at a minimum.
Man, fire away, bro. We're going off script. Go ahead. We just gonna keep it raw. Keep it funky. Come on with it, TD.
I want to elaborate on some of the things that you just spoke on. However, there are some burning questions that I have that I need to get to. And when you were speaking about, you know, going to Connecticut or going to UConn and, you know, getting ready to watch, getting ready to play the game, and, you know, your coach came in, video, and your girls getting caught up. And you were speaking about when you was in high school, how when you guys played in California, different places, played the top-notch school. As a player, how were the lights ever too bright for you? Or did they ever get too big where you was at R? And if so, how did you calm yourself down? I guess once the, you know, maybe when the game begun. And then the second part of that question is, how do you keep the young ladies on your team focused, knowing that they coming into an arena like that with the history that it has? You know, no one's giving them a chance. How do you keep them focused and let them know, okay, regardless of what, you know what I'm saying, we still going here and play this game, no matter who we playing, no matter how many banners they have hanging, no matter who they coach are, no matter who they send to the WNBA or the NBA. I know that has to be hard to do, you know, because we all play sports, and sometimes that moment and the light get mighty bright. How do you keep that focus there?
Well, to answer your first question, there may have been, I mean, when you are a champion, when you are number one, the lights are always bright. You just got to find your place within it. That dog got to be in you. The lights can't matter. And that's what we had at Murrah High School. Every time we hit the floor, it was a big stage because everybody wanted us to go down. But we knew we had to protect the legacy. We knew we had to protect the team, the program. So we had to dig deep and be great. We played Christ the King in California. Nike brought in the top 10 teams in the country. Christ the King had Shamika Holdsclaw on the team. They played at Tennessee.
Right.
When they came to the gym, they ran laps around the gym. I'm talking about they were running so fast, your hair was blowing up. And that was their intimidating factor that they try to do to the opposing team. Well, being a little team from Mississippi and they were from New York, we weren't going. Y'all gonna have to run a whole lot more harder than that. Y'all gonna have to run so hard to cut these lights off because we getting ready to play. we had to protect our brand, our legacy, our trophies at Merle High School. At Jackson State, we don't get ready for those big games when the big games show up. We get ready in June, July. We talk about, we when we scrimmage, we don't call fouls. The girls get mad. That's a foul. Because my coaches are always officiating. And we tell them the official's not gonna call it. And if you talk too loud, we're gonna give you a technical foul. So when our players complain, we send them to the bleachers, we make them run, we make them do something on the side. Ain't no complaining. We can't complain about this.
Wow.
You know, we have to be solid. We prepared for UConn. That big, nice board A.D. Robinson put in the middle of our gym. We had that joker on blast. I told the players, you can't hear at UConn. You're going to have to communicate a different way. So we practiced all that week without being able to hear each other. They couldn't even hear me. I told them, when we transition down the floor on offense, you look at me for your signal. When we transition on defense, you look at me for your signal. And I told them, if I'm not throwing a signal, follow your point guard. So we are always working and trying to prepare our players for those moments. But we pulled up at UConn, you guys. They had a line wrapped around the building. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
And when it was time to play, like when they opened the doors, people were running in. I mean, running. My seat. This is my seat. I mean, it was crazy.
Wow.
So I think my players were okay until they saw that moment. I think that moment made my coaches nervous, because one of my coaches came in the locker room and he was like, I'm about to go back out on the floor. And he asked my female coach, he said, you gonna walk out here with me? And I was doing my pregame notes, and I was like, oh man, my coach is a little nervous too. So I had to calm everybody down. I prayed. I said, God, give me the strength to be the rock so they can follow my leadership.
Yeah.
And I try to calm everybody down. And so, you know, it was we worked for those moments.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
You mentioned that since you took it there, which I'm glad you did. All right, listen, this year, the SWAC actually, we had about 4 or 5 teams that actually we actually had 5 teams that were above 500 overall for the season. You mentioned in your press conference, Grambling had a Power 5 win. UAPB had a Power 5 win. We have one with B. St. John's. And again, small baby steps, but it's still the platform is changing. The perception of the conference is changing. Now, granted, what you just stated about we're going there, I want to ask you. You mentioned a few things about, hey, we can do something with toiletries like we've done. My thing is, I know you're not going to sit here and shell everything out right now, but we family. So right now, since you got everybody here at this family meeting, lay out some things, because again, we speak about NIL, and we talk about that frequently here. We're still constantly working on that. But what other tangible things can we do? Because again, I always said that, hey, the AAC holds 8,000. There's no reason why we shouldn't have 4,000 there for women's games. I know that going forward, we're going to change the scheduling format to now women games will be, one-on-one on their own. And so now, we're going to have dedicated games just solely for the women now going forward next season. So outside of just saying, hey, we can make it a tangible goal. It's a realistic goal to say we can get 4,000 fans in the AAC for every home game. Why not Jackson State? My thing is, I always feel like we need to put those things out, not only from you, but from other people within the program, tangible things, so we can actually see and strive for it. I always say attendance is one, as opposed to saying, hey, y'all just come to the game, but actually have a tangible number. But even outside of that, what other things you can request from us? It's almost 800 people in here that you need from us that we can actually give, so we can actually make, because we say we love it. We don't want to just say it. We want to do it. So what can we do of things we can do to elevate this program?
My assistant coach said today, if we can just get everybody to pay their dues, we just, y'all, it's resources, it's finances. I mean, the players just gotta have it, and A.D. Robinson, I just love him to death. He's an amazing person. He's going to ask what he needs, but he's not going to beg. You know, he needs more, and he knows that everybody knows what we need. And so it's just like, let's just do it. But let me start here. You guys know our games this next year are going to Thursdays. We play Thursdays, and the guys play Monday.
Yep.
So if we don't get out and buy these tickets and support women's basketball and come to these games and fill the stands, it's going to be really hard to have we have been undefeated at home since I've been in this state. We haven't lost one game. And I thank God, because we played Texas and we went to the Coliseum. They did not beat us on our home court. They beat us in the Coliseum.
Right.
So we are undefeated at home. And we really need people to come in and really buy those tickets for women's basketball as well as men's basketball on those 2 separate days, and actually come to those games. I mean, you'll get out early, you'll have time to get ready for work the next day. You know, it's going to be really good, but we really need people to come in to and fill the stadium, the Coliseum. And so that's one way that can help. AD Robinson and I met the other day on contract, and he talked about if we can get everybody to purchase these season tickets. If we can get how many? If we can get 500, 600 people to purchase season tickets, that if we have 800 in here, if all 800 of you guys purchase,
we coming with it. Yeah.
We
can do that.
Yeah, that'll help tremendously. And I would love to have people around our program in different professions, like someone in criminal justice, someone in engineering, someone in business and marketing, to be able to mentor our ladies and provide an avenue for them after college. I think that would be great.
We coming, Coach. I'll just say this, and I think this is a great, and I want you to keep going. But we got some things we're working on, and you know this. What we do, KC-1400, is way deeper than just YouTube. We get active, and we recently partnered with one of the top Black marketing firms in the state of Mississippi, which is going to actually partner us with some corporate sponsorships in our NIL collective NIL efforts, because we do realize and recognize what it can do. I won't get into all of that right now, because we do have brand ambassadors, and it's been near and dear on our heart to delve into the basketball arena. We spent a lot of time on football last year, and we know why, because when Coach Prime left, it was a lot of trying to retain so things wouldn't fall apart as we were bleeding players. But we kind of went through some trial and error on some things, and we really have solidified a really good system. We got some great support, but that support got to go to the next level. And I have a vision for what I want to see us do in that space. And I'm gonna just put this out here while I got 770 people watching. I've been very, very vocal about what it is that I wanted us to do. And I'm just telling you, it falls on deaf ears quite often. And I'm not trying to say this, but this is what I said, including my conversation with certain individuals from whatever. We're gonna do it. We tried to stare it and wait for people to do it, but no, we can't do that. We got to get active, and we ain't time is time. All we got is time. So the only thing we asked was just, hey, as we get active, you can either support it or move around. It ain't because at the end of the day, the school can't really do that. You really need, like you just said, you need businesses, you need entrepreneurs, you need corporate partners, folks that can get active. If you don't understand NIL, you got a whole group right here that's doing it. Ask the right questions, partner with us. We'll be more than happy to do that. And I'm just saying, we coming. We'll talk in a different time in that capacity. But it was fun to take you guys to Universal Studios when you was in LA. It was cool to drop off the toiletries, but we got some bigger things that we're looking at that can help you in recruiting. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just that, but just retain big time talent and go have these conversations with some of these some of those folks in the portal. And I know that the school can't do it. We can though. So we're not attached to the school. We just talk about it. So I'll stop there before I get in trouble. But keep going. Miss Rochelle up next. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Listen. Go ahead, Queen.
No, I was saying I think that's really good that you guys are working on that. You know, we do need that in every magnitude, you know. But go ahead, Ms. Rochelle.
Well, Coach, they've been blessed, and when you said mentorships, they've been blessed. And so I guess the question would be, because we don't want to bombard your email with stuff, but if you, because listen, people, don't be emotional and don't do what you say you go do. So don't be putting that stuff in there and you don't mean what you say. But on the other side of that is that if they would like to begin to help, and maybe we can do it on our end, because the family is definitely for you. And I just wanted to say, as a mentor, I'm a therapist, and I want to normalize therapy for my people. I don't have a problem if you can Zoom me in. Whatever services you need from me, even though I'm in another state, I'm not doing therapy, but I can still bring it to the masses. So I know that's something that we do need for our people to understand in reference to the importance of our mental health. We talk about physical. I'm the therapist on board, and that's definitely to my heart. And one thing I want y'all to realize, that love is an action word. And since she said it, I'm going to finish it. Love is an action word. Don't tell me you love me with your mouth, with your coins. Ain't that for me? And it's always been that way with women's basketball. No, she needs our help. Don't talk about you want her to stay. And she just said some powerful stuff. Put your action into it. For me, I'm in California, but I can buy a season ticket and give it to you. So if you want to gift it to somebody, that's not a problem either. I can work that out. So I can definitely buy a season ticket and give it to you. And if you know anybody in Mississippi that needs or can't afford it, I know what you mean, but I bought football season. I'm not gonna be there, but we need the money. So whatever I can do to help, I'm definitely there. But I did see some people saying forensic DNA analyst specialist here. I mean, they over in this chat going in. Yeah. So medical scientists here. So.
Yeah. It's you know, it's a group. It's a mentorship group that I would like to start, and I would like for one person to head it, you know, and that way everything goes to that one person. We used to have booster clubs, but you know, our Tiger Fund and our Blue Bengals do a great job, and so we kind of veered away from the booster club talk, but a mentorship program. And the mentorship program serves as a small entity of boosters as well for the program, but a mentorship group as well. So having that in place, I really wanted that in place like my second or third year, but here in year 6, I think is even more prevalent to have at this time than any other time. And I will say this based on what you just said, and you know, we are all family. I hate that Ken is not on here right now, but you know, I'm Jackson, I'm Mississippi. When we brought that big time coach over here, he was getting bonus checks every Christmas from alum. I don't get those. He was getting, you know, all this stuff, and nobody takes care of little old Coach Reed. You know, I'm family.
And you still, wait a minute, and you still here.
I'm here, and I'm working hard. We are a family. You know, and I talk to my P5 coaches, and you know, one sending me pictures of they send her steaks, Omaha steaks, once a month to her front door in the
Tell me where you from again.
You know, and so it's like it's a lot that we can do on the side to help coaches and to show that we love them. But I get a lot of love on social media, but I don't get any face-to-face love. I don't get any love right, you know what I'm saying? Like I get the support verbally, but you know, come on, like I'm Mississippi. And I talked to Ashley about it, and Ashley, you know, he gets upset because he really wish it was more that he could do, more that he can say and put out there. But I'm not a whiner, I'm not a complainer. I just think that we are building this thing, and it's gonna only get better. It's gonna only get better. You know, and the conference is getting tougher. You know, like Zoe said, we had teams finishing above 500 with Power 5 wins. It's getting tougher. You know, we got to get out here and we have to compete. And so we don't plan on bowing down anytime soon.
Excuse me, Coach. Let me say this. You just made a great point, you know, about you know, the accolades and everything the other coaches receive, and you're not whining. what you stating is your truth, and you deserve what you're saying. So, I mean, don't ever apologize for that. Your record speaks for itself. All right. Second of all, I think one of the things we have a problem with far as being in person, we have a problem with not knowing when is a good time to come. You know, there's never I haven't ever seen saying, hey, we having open practices, you know, come on out, or we having a day that Coach Reed and the staff, or Coach Moore and the staff will be at such and such a place. You know, won't you come on out and join us? I mean, that would be a good time to interact with the public, because right now the public don't know how to interact with you all.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, that's a good question. Karamu put on this this event for the team, and we had the players out. We all had on our blue jean and white. It was really nice, but we may have had 10 people there.
Wow.
I was so hurt. I left crying. I was like, how can we have done so much and nobody show up to support us? I was really disappointed, and I was really hurt that my players had to watch that. My players had to come in, and we blew it up. You know, we were like, and we did it outside of a football game. You know, we picked a date that we thought would be good, and we promoted it the way we thought we should promote it, and nobody showed up. If A.D. Robinson did get his friends to come, we would have had 5 people there. You know, and everybody he invited were the ones who gave donations. And so it was so we had that to try to share that experience. And just to be honest with you, I told A.D. Robinson, I don't ever want to do that again, because it was embarrassing. Nobody came to support us. And so, you know, we have stuff like that. But if it's hard to get to me, like you guys did, just, you know, Ken text, hey, I'm outside with some stuff, or, you know, hey, coach, we want to come meet with you on this particular day. Excuse me. I told
you like open practice. Do you ever have an open practice to the public?
Well,
public's eyes?
The NCAA is trying to allow us to have open practices in the summer, because people are not as busy in summer days to be able to come in and have more interactions with the players. But I used to do an open practice for staff. But I could get back to that. That's a great point, TD. So we're gonna look to have open practices again, to where people can come in. But again, if you see it, please come support it, because our players, they see that. And when we go out and get these big dogs and bring them back and tell them, hey, we have the best fan base in the country, and then we have events and they don't show up, they looking at me like, Coach Reed, you lied to me. So we have to show up to these events when we have them, and we are very cognizant of the time that we host them for it to fit everybody's schedule. So,
okay, Coach. I have I got a text from Mr. Calvin Younger, so I have to ask this question. So I was
that's my associate head coach, everybody. Calvin Younger.
Amongst other things, I don't know what I'll. So, you know, I had the pleasure to travel with the Fanatics. We was at the Mississippi State game, and I'm not big on the woulda, coulda, shoulda, but that was a strong game. I think Daphne was out that game as well. It would have helped a whole lot. We had some unfortunate turnovers that was there, you know, some timely turnovers that helped change the outcome of that game. So yes, I mean, we had them on the ropes, and that's a game that should have been won. We also traveled down to Pine Bluff, you know, to that game. Mm-hmm. And Kevin had a few things to say, I'm pretty sure, you know. But his question is, he wanted to know what players are returning this year. What players do you have returning this year?
Well, we have Tyon Bowler returning. I'll just talk about the impactful players. Tyon Bowler, Adriana Avent, and Haley Breland, Daphne White. And I think that's our prominent players, and then the other players that you see on the roster that are underclassmen.
So, a question for you to transition to, since we're speaking about next season, what are the likely prospects of actually having this upcoming season, having a possible Power 5 or another well-known team at home?
Well,
or are we still working on it?
You know, it's so hard. Last year we were supposed to get Ole Miss, and Ole Miss chose to go to Pine Bluff instead of coming here. And not Gino, Vic Schaefer with Texas. You know, that's my guy, and so normally we go to him, he come to us. So this will be the year he come to us. So we will try to work on that. You know, they had that Pac-12 challenge where they would bring the Power 5. But they wouldn't allow me to participate. So yeah, it's over with now. So, you know, we are still working on that. It's always good to bring them to our house to play.
So also, Coach Reed, with you speaking on, I was noticing with the football team, Coach TC and Coach O and the coaching staff doing what they're doing. Coach Amar has been consistent in doing his thing. Coach Thorne with the track team has been doing their thing. It seems as if sporting events or our sports team around JSU, you know, is really getting out there and really being competing and really being competitive, you know, in this landscape. With that being said, what, you know, and kind of going on to what Ken was speaking on earlier, what we're working on, what would an NIL do for your basketball program?
You know, NILs will help the players financially, you know, help the players with their branding. It will help the players, you know, have a voice, you know. A lot of NILs pairs it with social media. And so it'll help the players have, you know, an appearance. And, you know, so it's a lot that NILs can do. But certainly these players want money. You know, we are after a big-time P5 post player right now. She wants to go to HBCU, but the word is she needs $100,000. So I said, well, I need $100,000. So I don't know if we're going to be able to give it to you, you know. But I mean, that's where it's going, guys. That's it. These players want money. 100,000 is steep, you know. But I guess that's nothing to the big dogs. But
Coach,
that's what's needed. These players need money.
But check this out, Coach. We have a great associate. We have a great associate of ours that really brings up the show. He's currently doing a lot of NIL deals with the football team, and he's looking to do interviews and present them with jerseys and stuff, you know, during the spring game. So I've been speaking with him, and that's, everyone knows the Jersey Wave. And I spoke with him about, you know, coming, you know, visiting with you and talking with you about the same opportunities for your players, for them to have a chance to partner with him with the Jersey Wave, and, you know, do deals with them to also, you know, sell their jerseys or whatever they choose to work out along those lines. So again, just like Ken said, I mean, there's a whole lot of things that that we're working on, and we're praying that the biggest one come through. KT Dove and I was talking this morning, and that was one of the things that he really wanted to know, even with you know, the toiletries and, you know, everything else that we're trying to do. And so I will also go far enough to say this: we don't want to overstep. And I know with the NIL is a different thing. There's other things like I said, with the toiletries and maybe water and different stuff like that, but we don't want to overstep boundaries dealing with administration and things like that. So we just want to make sure we have everything in place.
Yes. We also have a nutrition room, guys, that we need to stocked. I think we talked about this last time. AD Robinson, he normally stocks it, and I think we had another alum that came through last week and stocked it for us, but it costs about $2,500 to stock it, initial stock, and then each month anywhere between $500 to $1,000 to keep it, replenished, refreshed, with some stuff. And so in that nutrition room, you guys, we have Gatorade, we have water, we have all the air fryers, microwaves, we have a freezer that you guys bought, thank y'all. And we have in the freezer, we have, the girls can make protein shakes, smoothies. The nutrition room is just for their nutrition, for them to have healthy snacks on a regular. So we would love to keep that stocked and keep that fresh on your minds to help us with that. And the Blue Bengals do a great job in helping us keep it stocked as well. So,
right. Let me jump in here. I apologize. My internet just went somewhere. My internet hating on me, but sending some money now. No, TD said a lot. I just want to make sure I reiterate this because I always take the lead on that. When it comes to us doing anything at the school, there is a process. We don't circumvent that process. We go through compliance, make sure all the checks and balances are there. And Coach, we'll have a conversation. We'll have a conversation with you and your staff. Another conversation since the season is over. That way we can really get kind of a good idea as to how we can help. We're gonna continue to push the message because everything's about messaging. I think being intentional. We did a lot through this channel, fundraising, and a lot of people don't know this, Coach, but we almost up to $200,000 that we fully invested over the last literally year and a half into JSU athletics that have gone abroad in a lot of different ways. We include NIL in that. We include I won't get into all the specifics, but a lot. We've done a lot. And I'm not talking about just the faces you see on the screen. We're talking about you got 850 people in here watching that the supporters of this channel have donated through various different initiatives. And we don't have an issue doing that. We just want to make sure we get something rock solid in place for you guys to take care of the little small stuff. So we're good on that. Whether it's growing Blue Bengal membership, I don't know. And we met with Tiffany. We've done a lot of things. But just let us know how we can help. And like I said, we'll have a conversation with you and we'll go from there. But I missed a lot. I'm just kind of disgusted with my internet of all times it would have done this. People texting, I'm good. It's just my internet just crashed on me. So I'm having to do a hard reset. So I'm coming in through my cell phone, but it's all good. But y'all go ahead. Who got the next question? I'm sorry about that.
Well, before I ask my question, you were asking what I'm laughing at. I just want you to know that I was instructed to tell you, Avis, he say, can he have your cat suit?
Tell Avis that suit came down to the wire. I didn't have nothing to wear. I had 3 people trying to find me something to wear, and my aunt Jackie Hill and my cousin Y Hill came through.
You asked me, I'm laughing. My phone is going crazy because I just got another message. It said, did you already owe him the leather pants for the Pine Bluff game?
What is that? Come on, Avis is a trip.
Tell her he can have it.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
But let me jump right in there, Coach. I want to offer you this, and I know this is listen. Anytime you want to, we offer this platform as many times as you like to come up. If you need to get a point across, if you need to reiterate anything, we're all about being intentional, and the objective is to help. You said a lot. First of all, thank you for being transparent and just telling it like it is, because sometimes we like to dance around real issues, and I think it's healthy for us to hear what you said. You know what I mean? Y'all had an event. I wish I could have made it. You know where I live. I be trying to be at everything. But you challenge me though, because every time you see me where at the football game. You're like, hey, bro, I love to see you at some of these basketball games. So I said, you know what? I'm coming to the basketball game. And the point I'm making is that anytime you like to, I know you got a busy schedule, but we love for you to, if you need to, come back up, even if it's just for a few minutes. Hey, I need to Can you put this out? Can you put this out? I need this. I need that. Let us know. Let us know, and we will over communicate, and free of charge. It ain't nothing to it. We trying to change the game with this platform and be a resource, a major resource to the university any way that we can, which we've shown that over the past year and a half. But I did want to kind of just put that out there so you have a vehicle to get a message from your office, from your brain, from your mind into the front, and it's 850 watching, but it's about 2,000-3,000 that actually watch these videos on a regular. So we got a pretty decent reach, and we'll continue to expand. And as we expand, they'll continue to see and hear what it is that's being said.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for this. Ken, you and Zoe and I, we go way back, and it's so funny to me that I never knew that I would be in this seat, and then y'all would be in y'all's seat as supporters for what we do. And I just want to thank all of you guys, thank all of everybody who's watching. And I will say this: we have a few people who does amazing for us. And I just got a text from someone. I want you to know that I appreciate you. And to the ones who give along with you guys, thank y'all so much. It's much needed. And I tell you, it goes a long way. It really does. And I just want to continue to see this program grow. If we can get half of what people give to football, we would be in a good place. And I know we need football to be great. Football is what carries all the sports. Football is who carries us. So my hat is off to TC and what he does and what he's building. And when he does great, we all do great. And so we just want to continue to support them. And like I said, we don't need as much because football is our bell cow. That's our leader. In men's basketball, Coach Mo has done a phenomenal job, in getting the program going with all those injuries and all the other sports, softball, baseball. I mean, everybody has turned it up, track and volleyball. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been really good to see every sport go to another level. And so, to the ones who choose women's basketball to give and help, we appreciate it. You guys, the text messages, I love them. I'm a coach that love to read text messages. And anytime you can text and inspire me and motivate me and keep me going, I appreciate that. So I'm not one of those don't call me, don't talk to me type of coaches. I love to read text messages and all those good stuff. So thank you guys to the ones who do bend over backwards for our program.
Just one thing, Coach, everyone's been asking, like, what's your email? I don't think is that too many people on here. But my thing is that in reference into the mentorship, I know you said that you wanted one focus point. I'm going to ask Ken, with your permission, if I can get your phone number, text number. I would like to just talk to you on the side because I don't think you're ready to get 800 text emails at one time tonight. That could be a lot. But either way, the vibe is, we want you have a vision that you want. What does that look like? What is it that you need? So at least we can have someone, some of y'all who got some good administrative skills. Do you want to help and donate and help coordinate this for her? But before we do that, we need to know what your vision is to take some of that off of you. So with your permission, I ask Ken if I can get your email and maybe we can talk offline.
Absolutely. You can get my cell phone number as well. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Before you go, I did want to state this to echo some of what Ken said and what you mentioned earlier, and that is, we've all heard the saying that if your dreams aren't big enough, if they don't scare you. And the one thing I caution all of our fans is because we've had the same success over the past 5 seasons, to where we have winner's fatigue. And I caution us on doing so because, we still haven't gone and scratched the surface of what we could be. I know you mentioned what football does, and it is the bell cow, but if in the big scheme of things, this women's basketball program can sustain itself. When we talk about we can get 4,000 fans a game, this actual women's basketball program can turn a profit and sustain itself. And there's new heights that we actually can go to that's tangible. Again, a lot of us don't see it because we're going to new heights that this program has never seen. So again, yes, we've won the SWAC regular season championship multiple times. And yes, we won the conference tournament. But so you sit there and say, well, what else can we do? We can have a winning record in our non-conference slate. We can beat a ranked team. For the first time ever, we got a vote, to be ranked in the top 25. Well, guess what? No HBCU has ever been ranked in the top 25. That's something else that we can strive for. No HBCU has been ranked in the top 20 or the top 15 or the top 10. We are a Division I program. Also, no HBCU has ever won the NCAA tournament game. Well, damn it, we can get to the Sweet 16. So we have tangible goals that we can actually get to. So again, if your dreams don't scare you, they ain't big enough. And so again, I challenge us, Coach. You said you want 800 tickets. Damn it, let's get 1,000. Let's sell 1,000 season tickets going for next season. On top of that, hey, let's set a goal. Let's try. We average 2,800. Don't tell me we can't squeeze another 12 in there. Let's get 4,000 fans averaging for the game. Not only will that leave the SWAC, but they'll leave all HBCUs. And damn it, I can tell you, we'll probably be in the top 50 in all of Division I sports for women's sports. So again, those are tangible things that we can actually do. It's not far-fetched. It's not I ain't know when the hell that can happen. But again, if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. And so again, this program can do it. And so I'm gonna end on this note. Get your damn tickets.
Someone asked for your cash app, Coach.
What Coach Reed? I was going to ask, kind of on the heel of what.
Hold on, TD. I think Ken trying to talk, but he going.
No. Stay a hold off on that.
Okay, no problem. I'm just reading your thing. I didn't know if you could see it or not since you're on your phone.
No. No, I can see everything. I'm just not going to be on screen the rest of the show. You good? Go ahead, TD.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Kind of on the heels of what Rochelle said. Coach Reed, this video is going to, it's a whole lot of people watching. A whole lot of people going to come back and watch. I'm pretty sure you don't want to get slammed with everybody because people love you, people want to support you, and people appreciate what you're doing, and it's evident. But I want to ask you, what avenue would you have for people to reach out to you, or would you like them to maybe filter through this channel, or how would you like that done? Because, when you say stuff like take you out to lunch and do this, do that, our fans are serious.
They get active, man. They get active now. They get active.
You might want to be cautious. I'm trying to caution you on, so what avenue would you have people to take in order to, to reach out to you, to show you that they want to do support? Like I said,
they're going in on this channel.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. Hey, while we're talking, real spiel, it's 835 people in here. Everybody right now, Ken, drop a damn link. Everybody on this damn thing.
The link. Well, here's the thing, man. Let me. This is the thing. We can.
I like
Coach. Coach, we good. We good. I'm gonna tell you why. When you get our people excited, man, they ready to do something. So listen, this is what we can do. Let's just do an initiative tonight. We got you on. You out here recruiting. We're going to make a donation to the recruiting budget tonight, man. Y'all see that ticker at the bottom of the screen? No, I ain't. Hold on. Let me change that real quick. Hold on.
That's why I told you it's not there.
Boom, shakalaka. I'm sorry. There we go. Now, listen, y'all know how I get down, man. Now, Coach, I'm going to just say something because I'm as transparent as they come. And I think it scares a lot of people. I don't really care because I did pretty good for myself professionally. So we're trying to get this platform to where we can, we use this thing as a means to communicate, organize, and get active, right? Man, we had about $87,000 come through that cash app that you see right there last year. Now, the taxes got to be paid on it. We got some write-offs we'll do because we just talking now. But I don't have a number, y'all. I think we can get to about $5,000. Let's put $5,000 on the women's basketball. This is because we'll take the money and put it on the books. Because this is how you do it. You donate the money to the university via the development foundation, and or we can just write a check out, Coach, to make it payable to Jackson State women's basketball. Same thing we did for track. Same thing we did for baseball. It doesn't matter. We gonna do that. That's going to happen. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that folks understood that.
So Zoe is saying people. Zoe is saying 835 people donate $10.
835. I don't even want to stop it there. You can whether
Coach Reed.
Well, whether we do 10, 50, 100, it doesn't matter. Here's the point that we're trying to make, Coach. And I just the reality of the matter is that we're going to sit down with you and your coaches and really have a serious plan of action for how we can help. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to share the work that we're doing, and we're going to encourage others to do other things. Now, I'm not in the space of trying to make everybody do what they do. Everybody do what they do, but we're going to do what we do. And I don't think that the table is big. The table is so big. We got plenty of space at the table for everybody to do and get active. And it don't have to just be one group. It don't have to be whatever. All I'm trying to say is that I've gotten a lot of text messages since from this conversation. I've gotten some professional people that is willing to do some mentoring in various different capacities. Whether it's we have a partnership that's coming down the pipe for for internships with a medical company. Got all kind of stuff, man. We just gonna talk. I just can't get into everything on the screen, but all we're trying to say is that if you need something, we got you. And you called us out, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that because sometimes we can think we're doing okay, and we need to hear it. We need to hear it. And I'm telling you, and I'm saying, we had 10 people show up to an event that you guys had, and you guys have won more than any other program on that campus. And I'm saying it like this right here. If everybody on this screen right now bought a set of season tickets, that's 850 sets of season tickets. You follow what I'm saying? That's a game changer. So I'm just I'm so fired up right now because, when we get like this, we want to get active. I don't let my energy go to waste. I put motion behind this energy. So, because I want you to stay at Jackson State and build a job. And I got a serious question for you. I got a real serious question. This is one I've been waiting for. You said something about that court being named after you, and you said A.D. Robinson gave you a price. I wanted to know is that a real thing?
Oh yeah. When I first took the job, I told him I was going to make him proud, and I said I want the court named after me. And and we talked about it when I first took the job, and so I was really adamant about creating an atmosphere where he was a winner. I wanted A.D. Robinson to be proud. It meant a lot when in our first meeting in our staff meeting with all the head coaches, the entire department, he said he wanted every program to finish in the top 3. And I told my staff we would finish in the top 2. And we'd been number 1. So, I meant everything I told him about that court. Wanted it to be named after me. I didn't know it was going to happen the way it has happened, but we did talk about it. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna be here long enough for it to be named after me. And I can remember him saying, "Man, just send me $10,000 and I'll name it after you."
Okay.
I'm asking for a reason because you said 10,000. Don't make us get active. We'll cut you a check and be like, all right, we'll make it out and we'll say in the memo we'll put court named after you. I'm serious. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. You got to let us know. But I didn't know if that was a serious thing. That
was the players.
No, I know. But no, we're gonna what we're gonna do is every dollar we collected from this show, y'all donate whatever moves your heart, man. We'll tally up at the end of the show. I'll tally it up and we'll make that donation to Jackson State women's basketball, man. That way you guys can use it for whatever. Recruiting ain't cheap. You got to move around the country. Y'all got to eat. You got all kinds of things you got to do. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, we NIL is our lane. We're looking for some KC-1400 brand ambassadors out of the women's and men's basketball program. So we coming. I'm just letting you know that now. So I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere, and we're gonna make good on that. So our goal, coach, is to really touch every sport. We want the top athletes that's in the program that represents your program, represents you, your mindset, your coach's mindset, that hard work to represent the brand. That's what we're looking for. You know what I mean? And we got some track athletes. We got some football athletes. We got to get some football. All right, we're working on baseball. We got to get some women's and men's basketball. And we don't have to wait. I talked to Tilly's parents. I didn't know Tilly had another year. I was happy because she did her thing up there in UConn, right?
Yeah.
So, but I know roster makeup for you guys is a big thing right now. So, like I said, we'll definitely see what's in the room
and we'll see who we can partner with, and we'll encourage. As TD also stated, we got some other business entities that's looking to get active with Jackson State athletes, and we can point them in the right direction. Shout out to Craig, by the way, because he reached out to me today as well on the jersey tip. But that's all I had. You guys got anything else for Coach? Man, these donations coming through right now, Coach. My phone vibrating like it's ringing right now.
Yay!
I'm just saying,
Thank you guys. Thank you.
I think we needed to hear it from you. I think sometimes hearing it from the person, because this something, everything you said, just that Zoe Phillips has said it with a passion. That's what he do. And but Zoe is passionate about everything, but coming from you, if we either gonna put up or shut up, we either gonna show us we love you or we're not. My name is Miss No Gray in therapy, where I don't do gray, meaning that either you in it or you not. Maybe sometimes complicated. No, that's your way of saying no, but you just don't want to say it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Either you rolling with Coach Reed or you not. It's just that simple. You figure out which one you want to do, because that's what we're doing over here. Okay.
and I got one more thing, Coach. You said how much does it cost to keep that nutrition center field?
The initial stock is about $2,300, and then after that, it's like $800 to $1,000 to just keep it refreshed.
Okay, and when that's done, is that something that we would need to go through the school to do, or do we just go directly and get the items, or do we just donate? How do you want us to do that? Because what I'm about to do is I'm about to put out a call for some of these supporters on this channel to get active with us and see who wants to be a part of this monthly refill team. Yeah, I just made it up off the top of my head, because what we want to do, Coach, is we want to take that away from you. Like, that don't even need to be a thought process. If we can get about 10, 15 people that's committed, whether it's $20 a month, we all throw that money in the pot, and boom, shakalaka, that's done. That what we doing? We just going out, we just checking everything out about what's next, what we got next, and you know what? Shout out to Coach Thorne, but Coach Thorne came to us and told us, hey, look, man, I need some stuff. I did da. And that's how it happens. You come to us and let us know what you need. Man, we say less. We're gonna get. We know we got you. And this is the thing that we wanted to make sure, because I'll say this, and I really am done after this. This is different, Coach. No, I'm so serious, man. This is different. It means the world to us. And your success we take personal. We don't want you to have to think about this other stuff. We don't want you to have to be worried, but we do appreciate you for putting it out in the atmosphere for what you needed. And all we can ask from the JSU faithful and from the supporters, and I know I don't speak for everybody, but I'm pretty sure I'm close in the ballpark when I say this, give us a chance to get it right. Yeah, give us a chance to get it right, keep it right, and let us blow your mind with how much support and how much we can go above and beyond. And that's everybody. If whatever y'all doing, whoever doing what, do more, do better, and not feel like, because it's a different game, man. It's a different world. These athletes are different, man. It's a different time, and we can do better. We can do better. So I appreciate you for just being very transparent and allowing us. But I ask on behalf of us that love you and want to see you continue to shine. If you are doing what you're doing with the tad bit with what you're getting, just imagine how much more you can do if we just gave a little bit more. If we just did a little bit more. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm pumped up. I'm fired up, and I'm sure I speak for everybody. Now I'm done talking. TD has a lot of questions. He always do. I'm gonna let him see if he got any more questions for you, and then we'll get ready to let you get on back, because I know it's late. I'm over here on the West Coast, so it's a little early for me, but it's getting late over there. TD, what you got, big bro?
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. I do have quite a few more questions, but I'm good. I'm not gonna go there. Hey,
we gonna come to your office, Coach, and TD gonna ask all his questions in person. We gonna be there next week. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, TD. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just was gonna say, Coach. I personally would like to say I appreciate you. I watch you on the court, and one thing that I noticed, with a lot of coaches, when they get on their players, sometimes they get, pushback. I've noticed the respect that you receive from your players, and that says a lot to me. Those are the things that are important to me, and that is great because you are getting, what I'm saying, I guess girls a lot of times coming into your program and they're looking up to you, and you are, when you go out the door, they are young ladies. So I have much respect for, even your journey of getting to Jackson State, what I'm saying, from USM to Hines, I watched it, and I wonder what adversity, what was the big adversity that you faced that put you over the top to say, you know what, I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. And, to say, okay, I'm not going to let that happen anymore. What was the big adversity you faced in your coaching journey thus far?
In terms of with the team, not allowing something to happen with the team, or personally?
Well, coming through the ranks, sometimes you feel like you may have been overlooked for a position, or that, you didn't get a player or anything that you wanted, or something happened. You say, you know what, I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to get through this. I'm not going to let this kill my journey or my drive because I'm on a mission.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about the first thing you said. I get on my players pretty hard, but I know the timing to do so. And I'll tell you this is really funny. The 700 Club did an episode on me, and if you guys hadn't seen it, it's on my Twitter page. It talks a lot about my story. And so the lady, the producer, she told me, she had me mic'd up the entire game versus Southern. And this is a Christian network. And so I told the producer, I said, hey, I just want y'all. She said, can we mic you up? I said, sure. But I just want you to know that God is still working on me. and so after the game, Southern, we were down 20, came back, went down 20 again before we came back and won. So you got to know, I told my players, I got this mic on me, so I'm not going to say a whole lot. And I forgot the mic was on me towards the end of the game. And so the producer, after the show, she said, hey, I want to talk to you. She said, you don't have to curse that much, And so I talked to my team. I said, you guys, I'm not going to talk like that anymore. And do you know they got so upset with me? Like, no. Just wait till the end of the season to go to be nice. We don't want that right now. So we got to UConn, y'all. The whole game, I don't know if y'all saw me, but I was trying to calm us down. I was like, calm down, like we okay. And I called a timeout and I talked nice, like, you guys, come on, we got this. You ready for this? The second time out, I came out there with my finger, and they were like, one player was like, there she go. That's what we need. That's what we need. And I was like, y'all are crazy. So they love that tough love. They love that tough coaching. It's so fun. And I just love this team. And I love on them so much off the floor that they take that coaching. They understand it's coming from a great place. But, in terms of something I don't want to do again, I try not to live with regrets. If it doesn't work in my favor, it wasn't meant for me at that particular time. And sometimes that hurts, if I don't get the player that I've worked extremely hard for, or if I lose a player, or, something bad happened or doesn't go my way, it's as a human, it hurts. But overall, it wasn't meant. So I try not to live with regrets and say, I won't let that happen again and things like that.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Coach?
This was so much
Yes.
fun. I thank you so much.
All right, so I'm finna just show you something. I'm gonna show you how powerful this platform is and how awesome our people are. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So in the amount of time that we just talked about, we now already collected $4,500.
Wow. Wow.
So you can just count. You can count from there. I'm just telling you, man. We so this is what I really want to say.
That went in 20 minutes.
That was not. It was about. Yeah, it might have been 5-10 minutes. We just collected. We're gonna hit 5,000. We're gonna make $5,000 donation to Jackson State women's basketball. I'll send it. You know, we'll cash out and then we'll go and send it and put it on the books, right? The point I just want to make though is this. Man, we are so powerful because what I said was this. I said, Black folks, and this is us now. We have the greatest spending power in this country, but our money doesn't circulate amongst our own community at the rate that other communities' money circulate. We send our money outside our community, and how group economics proves that we can really do anything we want to do if we wanted to do it. We just have to be intentional. We have to have the right messaging, and we have to have something that we can see and something that we believe in. And Coach, we believe in you. I just believe that, you know, the sky's the limit. And I think you said something that is going to resonate with me for quite some time because I really didn't know how to articulate this. I was always just hog-tied in a sense. You talked about how it's okay for the others to give you your flowers. It's not, we shouldn't just want to come out and say, let's protect our coach, let's keep our coach when others show public appreciation who have major platforms. We have to do the small things and the little things with what we currently have and show that we really truly love it and we really and truly appreciate it. Now I'm going to ask those that are on there to continue to donate. And if it gets to 10,000, so be it. Let's go as far as we can go, and we'll give every dollar to Jackson State women's basketball. Because what I also want to encourage those to do is to get active with what we're trying to do. And I'm just telling you, we have a KC-1400 NIL collective. We're asking for those that aren't aware of that to join us. I put the email up there. Get active with us because y'all got to understand, man. I'm just going to say this. And Coach, I never really give figures like this, but last year, this platform, our brand, our company, and I know it's at KC, people say it's just about Ken. No, Ken don't move. Ken move as a group. I actually had somebody say, man, it was too many of y'all. No. It ain't no such thing as too many of us because we move as a unit.
Right.
And people have to understand why we move this way. It's not about one person. I just took the lead on this, but Zoe was behind me 110% on this. And then with TD is a very methodical person. You know, he takes his time with things and he don't get active with it unless he believed in it. And he believed in this. Miss Rochelle joined us, Marcus, and then everybody came about it. I did not want to be on YouTube. You know, I'm private. I don't like being in public settings and stuff. But I just wanted to say, just in NIL deals, our company, we partnered with athletes and we paid out over $45,000 in NIL deals in 2023. And none of those deals went to any other programs other than football. And I'm going to be public about that because sometimes you have to brag on yourself and you have to show your own work because it's sitting back waiting on others to tell your story just ain't going to happen. And I have a vision. I'm going to say this. I told everybody. We will have the first $1 million HBCU collective. I'm just telling you what my dream and vision is for 2025. I'm putting it in the atmosphere because I firmly believe that when people get serious in the city of Jackson, Jackson State will annihilate everyone else. I'm just telling you that because nobody can do what we do. Nobody has the brand recognition that we have from an HBCU standpoint. Coach, you finished number 10 amongst mid-major programs in the nation. I just want to say that. And it could have been greater than that. But people, you went through a gauntlet of a schedule on purpose, and people didn't understand why you scheduled the way that you did. But we get it. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to support you at a level to where when you go back out there and you schedule that gauntlet, we need to be above 500 when we play that. You follow what I'm saying? So whatever we can do more, man. And I'm just telling y'all, I mean that. I mean that. And I hope y'all understand the seriousness in this. I walked away from my career to get into this game, to get into this business. I'm talking about a sales career that has been great. I made 6 figures times 2 to do what I'm doing now because my passion is in this. Wow. That's what I want to make sure folks understand that. So, because nobody believes in Jackson, Mississippi the way we believe in our city. And I'm telling you, I call you the GOAT because, man, too many times, Coach, people always skate over Mississippi. And we feel like our Mississippians and our Jacksonians got to go to other places to be appreciated. You ain't got to go to Atlanta to be great. You ain't got to go to Cali to be great. You can be great right there in the STIP, right there in the 601. And the day we start believing that, we'll start putting our money where our mouth is at, and nobody will be able to touch us. I believe that with my soul. I know that. And I put my time, my energy, my effort, and my money behind everything I'm saying. Because this is going to work. I got called into this, and God don't call the equipped. He equipped the call. This is a mission we on, and we're gonna change the game. And all I ask you, Coach, is give us a chance to do better. And that's all I got.
Coach, we also have a 501c3. We're not playing with y'all up in here. What? Okay. We're not playing. Listen, we're gonna find ways to use Caesar's money. You hear what I say? So we are serious about our school, and I just want you to know that I really and truly, I've been a fan of yours from afar, but I'm gonna fly my butt to a game. I'm gonna let you know when I'm coming. And
okay.
I'm gonna miss a, if I have to choose, as I may not go to a football game, but I would definitely be at the girls' game this year to support you.
Awesome, thank you guys.
Hey, Coach, we over 5,000, but y'all keep sending them donations in. And we're gonna put a big nice little chunk of change. And hey, Coach, you made 10 G's in a matter of you about to make 10 G's in an hour.
Keep it coming.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, so let me say this, and I'm done. Listen, if you watch this stream, feel free to join. And every dollar that comes through the Cash App, the PayPal, or the Zelle, we're going to cut that check and we're going to give it to women's basketball. That's right. That's right. Coach, thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate you. We love you. Man, you got us, man. Whatever you need, feel free to let us know. We're going to work with it.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ooh, that was amazing. Ken, you okay?
Yeah, man, I don't.
You're fine.
Huh? I'm good. I'm good on all that. We're gonna keep it about JSU. Ken good. Hold on just a second. Let me get this layout changed real quick. Hold on 1 second, sis. Layout. Where we at? Boom shakalaka. I think that one will work. Hold on just a second.
That was beautiful.
Or is it that one?
No, you did yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing? We need you back.
The first one.
I'm on here.
No,
can you see me?
No.
Man, I'm trying to do this from the phone, y'all. Give me a second, man. Hold on just a second. Hold on. That ain't it. Right there. Yes. All right, we're gonna work with that one. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But no, man. Hey, great job, fam. Good job, man. Hey, appreciate everybody, man. Y'all keep them donations coming, man. Let's go blow up women's basketball bank account, man. I love that. What y'all got, man?
Hey, I want to say this interview did a lot for me too. Coach Reed has inspired me, with her personality and her transparency. A lot of times we hold stuff in and we bottle stuff up and then we explode when we should just let people know in a gentle way before it get too far out of hand how we feel. So her expressing the way she felt about people not attending, the conversations that she had with AD, and the things she's looking forward to doing, was really what was great, and it was inspiring to me. So I hope she get everything that she's looking for. It deserved. I definitely appreciate what she had done for the JSU Tigers women basketball team in the city of Jackson, because she put notoriety there, as well. So whatever blessing needs to come her way from the thing that she has earned. I mean, even when she was saying other coaches was getting bonuses for Christmases and stuff, and she didn't, she has a winning record. We need to make that right, bro. Whomever it is that need to make that happen, needs to make that right, because I believe in giving people their flowers, and she's earned a whole Florida shop right by now. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. See, he said a flower shop. I was about to say a bouquet. He said a flower shop. Damn. I like that, dog. You right on about that one. Go ahead, Miss Rochelle.
No, I just think what TD saying is right, is that, and that kind of hurt my heart when she said it, TD, because, it's like we still just overlook our women, and her record cannot be matched. And I think, and Zoe broke it down the way she did. She's the winning coach at Jackson State, and we just have to do right by her. And I got what you're saying, Kim, because we could be all over the place, but I know you are strategic. So we got to have a plan on what we need and what we got. So I saw where you was going with it, because I'm telling you,
it gets out of hand. I'm not a control freak for those that it's not that. It's just a matter of we've done this enough to know. We've done enough research to learn how to do it. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We want to make sure we're in compliance with the university, with whatever system they have in place. We're gonna perfectly abide by that system. We don't get in front of the university. We ain't trying to take nobody's spot. We just trying to do more. And honestly, sometimes the table, there isn't an invitation to the table, bro. And y'all know what I mean when I say that. So we got to go create our own table. So what we say is don't feel no type of way because we eating at our table that we have to make, because it was no invitation to the other table. And it's okay, because at the end of the day, if the money is funneling back to Jackson State and you feel what I'm saying, and we getting what we need, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's so much more that we can do, but it's gonna have to happen with us. So a lot of people don't understand, like at PWIs, right? Let's just take, for instance, let's just take Mississippi State or USM for whatever. They get fund, they're a state institution as well. A lot of the extra comes from the alums. A lot of people don't understand that, like boosters and alums, and they fill in major gaps with donations and with organizations that supplement. And we have those. Shout out to the Tiger Fund. Shout out to Blue Beagle. Shout out to the 1400 Club. Shout out to everybody who's doing whatever they do. But the reality of the matter is that anytime TD and Zoe and Rochelle, that someone says that, hey, we needed this or we needed that, that means that that we fall short somewhere, because it's just not enough resources. We're underfunded. We know that. And we're not going to be able to donate our way out of years of being underfunded. But what we can do is we can pick our battles, like we talked about with Jay Shaw that time. We can pick our battles. We can say, okay, what do you really need, and how do you want us to do this? Because we don't want to start bombarding coach with little small things. Let's organize and let's come up with a system, and let's get serious about it, and let's make it happen. Because I don't want to be bombarded with 1,000 phone calls and everybody sending the same thing. No. Let's all send it through one channel. If everybody wants to go to cool, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, people can go donate to the link to women's basketball, but the reality of the matter is a lot of people don't like to donate because they feel like the money is gonna go in thin air because there's really no. So if the communication is on this platform and we're doing the talking, then we're gonna do the collecting and we're gonna do the delivering. So we're gonna take that check. We're gonna go. Oh man, to know it.
Yep.
Man, we're gonna show our work. We're gonna put a video on the channel. And Coach gonna confirm it. And guess what, TD? What we say? Hey, what TD and I would talk to the track members, right? Our new our brand ambassadors within the track program, right? He said, look, man, that video's still on the channel.
Right.
You can go. What's Zoe say all the time? Hey, what we say and do, it's on wax. You can go back to the show when we actually said it. You feel what I'm saying? So everything we say and do is out there for folks to see. So this ain't no scheme. Man, we got passion behind that, man. So all I say is to anybody, man, don't be trying to hold us back. And I'm not meaning to nobody particular. This is whoever. Man, don't try to hold us back with that nonsense because that's your mindset. Your mindset is like, oh, no, man, we trying to really change the game with what we doing, man, because we ain't trying to do this shit for nothing.
But Ken,
man, you want us to just keep putting all our time and energy into this shit and don't get no return on nothing? Man, no, we need to see some impact. Because if ain't no impact, man, I'm not doing this no more. Just telling you. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I would say, like I always say, say people, we tend to talk a lot, but the beautiful thing about it is you want people to talk. Because what do I always say? Your actions are going to confirm what your mouth is saying.
For sure. Listen, I'm just excited.
This is an amazing comment. You never can tell. That could be the thing that decides. That's why I said what I said. I'm like, Coach, man, give us a chance to get it right. You told us, let us. I'm trying to get us a stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That could be the thing that decides you should stay and go. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some opportunities out there. But my damn Wi-Fi went to hell, and it was like Wi-Fi was hating tonight. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just come through my cell phone. Forget that. It's too good. But hey, look, it might look raggedy. I fell off the screen, but I appreciate y'all for holding it down, man. Because I was over here dealing. But no, man, this is a great comment. You never can tell, man. You never can tell. You got to re-recruit your coaches, re-recruit your players. You got to do all of that because they have to want to be in this thing. They have to want to continue. They have to want this. And she sounded like to me, she want it. She just want us to want it just as bad as she wanted and to support her and her players and business owners in the city of Jackson and around abroad. You don't even have to be in the city of Jackson. You can do NIL deals with Jackson State student athletes. Let's get active, man. If you don't know what to do, hit us up. We'll show you how to do it. Go ahead, TD.
Hey, Ken, I was going to ask you, is there any way does Coach Reed reveal who she's trying to recruit so we can do them like
no,
it's done?
We can't legally do that. That's not allowed. We can't with NIL. You can't.
So can
no.
Oh, you mean no. As far as like the players that they're going. Oh yeah. Those offers.
So we can blow them up. I mean, so they can give like we do in football. Like we say, hey, we went out to this.
Oh yeah.
7 offensive linemen.
I thought you were referencing like NIL.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, what we'll do, TD. We'll try to have a follow-up meeting next week. So next week is Blue and White Week. Next week is Blue and White Week at Jackson State. And listen, what we'll do is I'll be in town Wednesday. We'll pull up over to the AAC and have a follow-up because we're gonna bring that check. We gotta bring that check to Coach. And then what we'll do is we'll ask that question as far as like, put that out there. And if maybe tag us and we'll share it because every time I see it, Corey do a really good job, man, with the Tiger Talk page of grabbing anything that's out there and sharing it publicly. But we'll just mention that and maybe there's something that they could do a little bit better as well. Go ahead, Michelle.
But Ken, this is why when you said what you said Monday, is that is one thing that we lack is advertising. When you said about our guy being over everything, that mattered when you made that statement, because the marketing at our school is like for 10 people to come. Why we didn't see it? Why wasn't marketed? It wasn't done. And when you made that statement about letting Austin be over the entire thing, you were 100% correct on that, because individuals can't do their own marketing, but when you have a cohesiveness around it, it mattered. I think even the games that he was there doing what he did, it mattered. So when you made that statement on Monday and you've made it before, oh, you was 100% on point on that for sure.
Well, me and Austin talked about that, and again, and let me add a little bit more context to that,
It was just a
because I
vision.
want to make sure it was definitely a vision, because I don't want anybody to think I'm stepping on their toes. First of all, shout out to AD Robinson and AD Wells Kilburn and the administrative staff for being, receptive of hiring a football director of media. I love what they're doing in the football department, and Austin does a great job. When we talk about him being over like athletics in that capacity, that will require for them to hire like maybe a couple more people, and then he could possibly, grab some students, train them up, and all that good stuff.
Oh, it's
But
huge.
that's a major investment, because what you would have to do with that idea is you would have to realize that the content will pay for itself in the long run.
Correct.
Meaning maybe you start a YouTube page for just Jackson State athletics, so all of the sports media can be shared on there, just as you do on social media. There's an opportunity for sponsorships. So we have a department that goes out and hunt for sponsorship dollars and for athletics all the time. We just got that big scoreboard in the AAC. Of course, we're gonna be, Monica and her team. They're gonna be hunting for some sponsorships. But if you go and expand your media department, you can get sponsors in that area too, because those visuals you can couple that with some businesses, because the amount of people that watches the IG page, that's money right there. That's advertising. Imagine if a company partnered with Jackson State at football, Jackson State athletics, and they bought a slot on the IG page where their brand can be featured in front of 60, 70, 80,000 people. Man, you drop a reel on the Jackson State page, 60, 70, 80,000 people gonna look at that. So when we talk about expanding our media, you got to look at it from a standpoint of seeing a return in a short period of time, because it has to pay for itself. But we have to be willing to buy into that, because here's the other thing I'm gonna do. There are athletes, student athletes, and students that are just like the Boom is doing. The Boom is doing a hell of a job branding itself, because through social media, they've expanded their presence. And trust me, it's going to yield a positive net return in student admissions. So the more people, I'll give you an example. Now, Deion Sanders is famous, and I don't mean to make this about him, but because Deion Sanders went to Colorado, and because of that, they saw a return of 65,000 new applicants in student administration, student applications to go to Colorado. 65,000. Now, we're not saying we're going to do that, but my point is, imagine if we had bowling content. We just went through the bowling. We just went to the SWAC championship in bowling, and many people don't know that because they didn't see anything. But imagine if we saw some bowling clips. Imagine that we just kicked we just ran the table on men's and women's tennis today, this past week. We just swept the table on baseball. But imagine if we see some clips of all these sports. Man, imagine that's going to help the coaches recruit better, because you can reach far more people through social media marketing than you can getting in your car flying. I'm just telling you.
Yep.
So my point is, we can always expand. We just have to. And I told Austin, I said, listen, bro, write the vision, make it plain up on table so that they may read it fluent. That's in the Bible. That's biblical. But what I told him was, I said, look, man, you got to maybe put together a proposal and go take it to the powers that be and see what they think about it. And like I said, this is not to step on anybody's toes, but it's just to pass a free. This is a free. That's $1 million idea, man. And I'm giving it to you for free. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is me every day, man. I don't. I'm just a
You don't
a deep
sleep, Lord
thinker.
knows that mind be racing.
Hey, Ken, I also want to add to what you're saying. You know, when we were talking to the track players on the NIL, and you know, we let them know the videos that we took of them was still posted when they was in Houston. We also let them know. We also let them know about the alumni, the alumni, the supporter of this channel, the supporter of Jackson State University. You know what I'm saying, from Cali to Atlanta. They are the ones, you know what I'm saying, to help make it happen. So it was proven again tonight with the donation. You know, Tiger Nation came through again, you know, and like you said, with you making a central location, for everything to go to, the world know and Tiger Nation know that they are the one that's contribute. Like she just came up and mentioned the air fryers and the freezer and the trip and stuff again that this channel did through the donations of our, you know what I'm saying, through Tiger Nation. So again, everybody matters. Every
That's right.
donation.
TD, you mentioned the t-shirts. Are you meaning this t-shirt?
Yes, sir. That's a nice shirt.
There it is. Yeah, I had it on. I keep this on there. You can go to KC-1400media.com. We do have some t-shirts, some Irv Mulligan t-shirts left. I got a couple of kid sizes in all 3 colors. Check the inventory out. Go buy whatever is left, man.
And for those of you who are watching and who don't know that, you know, they are the ambassadors from the football, Irv and Isaiah Spencer, right?
Yep. 2 of our football ambassadors. That's correct.
So you can go to their website and order those shirts. And like I said, we making our rounds, and we need you guys' support, and we thank you guys for the support that you have provided. You know.
Hey, no doubt about it. Hey, I ain't gonna give Zoe no hard time, man. Zoe done held it down tonight.
It's 12
Hey, he stayed up. Hey, absolutely, man. Listen, hey, you guys, I appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys, man. Hey, keep them donations coming. For y'all, if you just tuning in, if you haven't donated, go ahead and send a donation to the. Listen, it's going to Jack State women's basketball. Yep. So I'll tally it up. I mean, we still it done slow. The donations have slowed down, but we're a little over 5K right now. But we'll tally them up and we'll keep them going, man. Let's get to 10,000, y'all. So if you donated 10 and you want to donate some more, feel free to do that. Let's get to 10. Let's go above and beyond, man. And let's make it happen. If we're gonna cut a check, let's make the check worth it. And let's show them what we can do, man. But to raise almost $5,000 in 10 minutes just goes to show you how awesome we are, and we can do what we want to do when we're trying to be intentional, man. So thank you to everybody that has donated. This is going to be wonderful, man. And I know Coach is proud and she's happy. That was a great time. I appreciate her for coming on, man. I really do.
One more thing I want to ask you before we get off.
Yes, sir.
Is there going to be a remodel of the AAC?
I mean, I would hope so. I mean, I don't know if that would be happening anytime soon, but they redid it. They redid the outside, but the inside is a major job. That's going to require. And then there was Simona posted a clip today of a young man who, you remember that dude that came on the channel that was talking about Ed Reed this, Ed Reed that. I guess he still be talking on anybody that'll listen. It's almost like the dude is a programmed robot or something. And he was under some video, TD, talking about how Ed Reed and Ray Lewis could help raise money. And he mentioned Ken said something about they needed $10 million to renovate the AAC. And I'm like, so apparently Buddy must still be watching the channel. But it's like, come on, brother. we just be throwing stuff out there, and it's like this dude he be going crazy, man. Yeah, that dude there, May Arn or something like that. I don't know who that dude is, but that he's a weirdo. But anyway, uh, when it comes to the AAC being renovated, TD, that's a AD Robinson question. Next time we see him, man, we can ask that question and just see what's his vision for it. Um, I would love to see it happen, but whether or not there's going to be a plan put in place to make that happen anytime soon, I don't know.
You know
I
what? I
can't
guess
answer that.
more so. I was thinking more so about the floor. I think they're talking about replacing the floor or something, right?
I'm sure whatever needs to be done, he got a plan in place to get it done. The floor is a quick project that can be done. I was mainly talking about like reseating it, a new floor, just a complete renovation and a whole different look altogether, man. Fresh paint. You know, we already got the new scoreboard, but we we just need to. I would love to see that thing just revamped completely and make it a basketball mecca, man. Even if it was, like I said, even if it was just 6,000 seats, man, we pack that thing out, man. We'll make it happen. But hey, listen, y'all, we gonna come back, man, before basketball season, and we gonna do the same thing. But what we gonna do next time is we gonna have Coach come back, and we gonna do a season ticket drive while she on the channel, man. And we're gonna have people go purchase their season tickets right there on the channel. We're gonna drop that link. We're gonna have everybody go buy season tickets for not just for women's and men's basketball, but to show up to the game. Don't just buy the tickets just to buy the tickets. But if you do, cool, all still buy the tickets. But we want to buy the tickets and show up to the game and pull up and go support them, man. Because man, it makes the difference, man. Because I'm telling y'all, man, in UConn, they packed that thing out, TD.
Hey, look,
That
man.
thing was packed all the way to the top of all the way up there, man. And it was 1.1 million viewers watching that game. One of the most watched basketball games in years, bro, in women's basketball. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, Ken, you talking about remodeling the AAC, man. I'm gonna have to get one of those blue chairs, man. Your boy be struggling up the. I like being up
Hey,
top.
man. Hey, dog, I ain't going back up top, man, and my knees be hurting, bro. It ain't no leg room up there, bro.
You get it.
Ain't no leg room, man. You have to you got to gap your legs open like you trying to stretch your growing out. Like I ain't I can't do that, dog. But listen, still got 750 plus in the room, man. Man, what a hell of a night, man, with the amount of people tuned in. Listen, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate y'all for still rocking with us. We got about 15 minutes before we get off. Go ahead and hit the like button, join the channel. Every aspect of whatever you do towards this channel, it helps us continue to grow. We're gonna continue to do amazing things. Hey, look, y'all, I'm trying to get the president on the channel, man. What y'all think? Let's get President Thompson on this thing, man.
The 85 show.
Yes, sir. We trying to get President Thompson on this thing. AD Robinson, we want you on the channel, baby. Richard Bradley, we're gonna holler at Richard Bradley and try to get the business mogul in the city on the channel as well, man. We got a few people, man. Brad, Kamikaze, we got some folks out there. Show Quake. We trying to get them on the channel, man.
Man, that's awesome. Hey, while we here and we have a few more minutes, visit Jersey Wave. Jersey Wave is doing a big thing with our student athletes. He's partnered with several of the players. Like I mentioned to Coach Reed, they're gonna have a revealing on at spring game. Just to name a few, Jacobian. He did text it to me earlier. But yeah, man, I mean, go to Jersey Wave and support these players. Buy the jerseys and support the players because that's the NIL deal that Jersey Wave is presenting with them. And I know you guys like the jersey. He does great quality jerseys.
Yeah, he sent me that list too, TD. Yes. Jacoby Morgan, Alan Walker, Jalen Hughes, Herb Mulligan, Isaiah Spencer, Leilani Armenter, let's see, and Hunter Burns.
Right.
Yeah, so those are I think he got about seven athletes that he's partnering with. Hey man, I like it, bro. I love it, man. I love it. I like it. I like it a lot, man. So, and of course, man, we'll be back on our regular show to pick up some other things. I had a conversation with Maya Crump today. We may get Maya on the channel on Friday, y'all. She got some things she working on. May have just kind of some things she wanted to just chop it up about. I had a conversation with her today, and we love to have her on, and anyone else that's out there, So, um, let me say this, man. This is so Jamie. That's a great idea. So I tell y'all what. Let's do this. How about we do this? Since we still got 750. Let's not stop the donation to women's basketball. I just had a text message where they said somebody just put it out there and said, how about we take this thing all the way to 50,000? Let's go all the way to 50,000 over the next couple of weeks and see how much money we can raise for women's basketball. Make a big time donation. Hey man, we'll keep pushing it, but I ain't gonna tax it. We ain't gonna tax the family. But if y'all want to go for it, we can go for it. I ain't got no problem with it. We ain't got to stop. Hey, they say, wake up, Zoe. It's so tired, man. It's late over there, man. It's midnight. It's after midnight, man. Bro done worked hard, man. But I'll read it. I'll read the message. It said, watching the show, let's push the women's. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, it said, I'm watching the show. Let's push the women's. Hold on, man. My goodness, man. This phone. Now my phone tripping. Come on, bro.
We can hear you.
Okay, there we go. I'm watching the show. Let's push the women's basketball initiative to 50,000 over the next few weeks to a month. And somebody said, I'm sending. Man, sending a donation through. Hey man, I'm with it, man. We can go as far as we want to go with it. We're trying to keep Coach Reed and Jackson, man. It means something to me. It means something to y'all.
Okay, we can mention it, you know what I'm saying, and just let it go until we go over there next week for the blue and white,
Boom, there you go, TD. There you go. We're gonna push this thing all the way to Wednesday, next Wednesday. How about that? We'll do it for a week. I'll be in town. Or you know what? Let's do it through Monday.
Right.
No. We're gonna do it through next Wednesday. We're gonna do it through next Wednesday. Let's do it through next Wednesday. We got the golf tournament on Thursday. I'm pretty sure she'll be there. And then what we'll do is we may make the check presentation there. And we'll do that. So keep it going, y'all. We're gonna keep this thing open and we're gonna go all the way to next Wednesday. So if you're watching this right now, we're gonna try to push this thing all the way up, man. Let's and if you want to designate some of those funds toward NILs to the collective, y'all do that too. But you earmark your money for where you want it to go, and we gonna get active with it, baby. Let's go all the way with it. I like the idea. Let's push it all the way to next week. We'll be there for Blue and White Week, man, and
let's not put a cap on it. Just let the cars fall where they may.
If it's 21,000 TD, we're gonna cut it for 21,000. Whatever the dollar amount is, we'll come back and we'll announce it. We'll stop it at the end of Wednesday, and we'll announce it on Friday. Because guess what? Friday is the donors reception. So we got the donors reception coming up Friday. We'll be there, man. We'll play as that to women, and man, Coach Mo go get on me, man. We're gonna have to do something for men's basketball too, y'all. We can't just stop it. Hey, but tonight, her night, we're gonna get Coach Mo on here too, man. We got to get Coach Mo on the channel, man. Hey, somebody hit Mo up, tell him we got to get him on the channel as well. We're gonna have to. We're gonna do something for both of them. Can't just make it about Coach, but tonight is Coach Reed night, man. We're gonna go all the way with it. And look at, like I said, we can start another one for them. We'll go from there. So however y'all want to do it, I'm cool with it. The sky's the limit. We can do whatever we want to do. There are no rules toward how we want to give, but there are processes when giving. So we'll follow the process, but ain't no rules when it comes to how you want to give. You can give as much as you want to, how often as you want to whomever you want to. Yeah, man. Fun night, man. That's a hell of a night. Great show, man. Outstanding show. Joe, go and get you some Z's, bro. Man, you ain't gotta keep fighting that sleep, dog. You good.
I'm good.
Good night.
Hey, have a good night, bro. I'll rap with you tomorrow, brother.
All right, man. Later.
No doubt, man. Yes, sir, man. Hey, I had some slides I wanted to cover, but like I said, I'm not on my laptop. It's okay. I'm not gonna sweat it. A couple of things I did want to touch on. Real quick, TD. Coach Tyler Adams was recognized men's basketball, so I wanted to shout him out. He got I think it was Silver Media or something to that effect. They labeled him as an up and coming rising star in the coaching ranks for assistant coaches in men's college basketball, mid-major programs. So shout out to Coach Tyler Adams. Of course, men's baseball team swept the swept against Valley. I haven't looked at the schedule, but let me pull up the notes that I had today from Travis, our new SID, and I'll read that and I'll be done.
Okay. Yeah, the baseball team next action is on the 28th against FAMU. They will be in Tallahassee. And they did sweep Valley over the weekend, 14-4 on Saturday. On doubleheader, they beat them 8-5, and on Sunday they beat them 5-4.
So from so the women's softball team actually rolled against Valley as well. They won 6-0. You know what? This is going to be pretty hard trying to do this from a phone. I'm not going. I'll break that down on Friday, man. Because every time I come out of the show, I have to go into my email and then you can't hear me. So I'm not gonna sweat it. Hey man, great show tonight. We're not gonna mess it up by trying to force something in there. But I guess closing thoughts, man. Closing thoughts on the night, bro. And then we'll close it with our thoughts, and then we'll go on and we'll see everybody on Friday. I'll let you go first, and then I'll go last.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to again thank Coach Tomekia Reed for coming up, being transparent with us, sharing her time, because I know she's probably, very important in recruiting. I mean, in the midst of recruiting and, trying to get some rest. She's been having a lot going on. So again, much respect to her. Thank her for coming on. Thanks to Tiger Nation for tuning in, for supporting, for buying into or starting to understand what this channel has been for and what we're trying to do. And again, it's nothing without you guys' support. We definitely need you and anybody else that you know that's out there who wants to see the best for Jackson State University as a whole. And like I said, we mentioned our sports, getting involved with them. So, we always complained about what it wouldn't be. And Coach Reed said it, I believe in love being shown. Coach Reed was like, hey, show me. You know what I'm saying? Don't just talk about it. Appreciate the likes. We appreciate the comments on Instagram and social media, but show. So again, you guys showed tonight. We Brother Ken asked for the donation. He put he put the cash up out there, and everybody responded, and that's what it's going to take. So again, it takes a village, and right now we appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning in, for supporting. You know what I'm saying? And you can. I want to definitely do a special shout out to Brother George Span. I think he lost his uncle. Man, I hope this show was was some therapy for you. So man, we appreciate you sharing. We're praying for you and your family. Continue to, hit us up in the chat, let us know, how's everything going. So again, to George Span, condolences and respect for on the loss of your uncle. So again, thank you, Tiger Nation, for tuning in. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you guys, and we hope that this thing continues to grow. God bless.
Man, that was outstanding, bro. Very well said. I won't try to reiterate any of that. I want to just say this, and I'll be done. I said a lot. I try not to give too much because I do understand that we are publicly. I do try not to toe the line when it comes to rules and coloring outside the lines. However, it's a new day that we live in. It's a new day. I tried the private thing. I tried the silent, let's do it under the radar stuff, but you can only go so far, TD, when you're trying to do it that way. We got to be loud and proud about what we're doing, and we got to let people know how they can be a part of it, and we got to get active, and we've been doing that. I think that we're only on the first level of a skyscraper that we building, with this thing, man, and we welcome those to continue to come in. It's not just your average YouTube channel. Like I said, we're not really in competition with nobody. We just doing what we do. I'm willing to support everybody, in any way that we can. If we can help you be great in your space, and however, whomever, whatever. The reality of the matter is, bro, is that we have something special, and we have something that we can get behind in many of the aspects. So if whatever's happening from the university ain't moving people, we will champion in the space that we're in, and we will do what we can do to make that happen in the spaces that we want to operate in. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the support. Man, one hell of a night, man. So that's all I got, man. Like I said, man, thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you, Coach Reed, for coming on the show. Thank you, Internet, for failing on your boy. I got to do something different. I'm still on my cell phone, but I'll be back up and running by Friday. but no, man, hell of a show. I'm reinvigorated, man. I'm recharged up, man. I'm pumped up. I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of excitement. So let's go be great, man. So one last thing I'll say, and we done. We're gonna keep this thing open. So if you're tuning in, you just now watching this, you didn't watch this live, look at that ticker at the bottom of the screen. You can donate via Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, the way we've done, or you can vote through Givelify, Friends of KC-1400 Inc. for that tax-deductible donation. You don't have to be limited to any amount. If you want to donate $5, $5,000, it's your call. However you want to do it. But get active with us. We're going to bless women's basketball, then we're going to come back and bless men's basketball. And we're going to stop there. All right? We'll move as we need to move. But thank you, bro. Like I said, everybody, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and shut this one down, man. It's been a great night. Thank you, Coach Reed. D.I. love. Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.